Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tropica, the tropical theme park collaboration with Etzeren. Link to his channel and to the playlist, if I remember, will be in the description. So yeah, awesome. Also, I should probably get used to saying this too. Join us on Discord as well, link in the description for that as well. So thank you guys for all the positive comments in my previous video, which was, part 7, I believe, where I built the island coaster. Positive comments and also some criticism makes me motivated to keep making videos, so thank you guys. Okay, first things first, you can see right in the beginning here I changed the color of the Mine Train coaster station. If you look at the park zoomed out, you see beautiful colors everywhere, like orange and yellow mainly, pink, light blue, you know, pretty colors. And then you look in this corner and all you see is brown. Gross. No, I'm keeping the Mine Train coaster brown, but I decided to change the station building to a nice bright red, and I also added some white because beautiful colors. Looks more appealing, and I think it fits the happy tropical theme a little bit better, a lot better actually. So I did that. And I also asked you guys for ride name suggestions for this Mine Train coaster and also for the vertical drop island coaster that I built in my previous episode. I only got one suggestion for the Mine Train coaster. Thank you, SimFox. He suggested the name Pineapple Express. Perfect name, obviously fits the tropical theme, sounds catchy. Perfect, awesome. As for the vertical drop coaster, well, I got 6 name ideas, which I wrote down here. Obviously, you guys like this vertical drop coaster more than my Mine Train coaster. I don't know. Okay, so they were Orange Bomber, Dive Bomber, Arowana, which this person said is a tropical fish that can be orange, which is the color of the coaster. Also, Beach Leech, Humidity, and Sea Breeze. Now I went with, drumroll please, no, Arowana, which was suggested by Misscraft. As this person said, it's a fish, which ties with the tropical theme quite well. Perfect, and it matches the color. Also perfect. So thanks. Okay, so now, looks like we only have a few episodes left. I don't know for sure how many, but we are pretty close. Etzeren built this beautiful launched coaster in his previous episode, so make sure you check that out if you haven't. I also finished up the station building for the monorail in this area, which I'm working on right now, which didn't take me too incredibly long. There's just also a couple empty spots here and there that I filled up as well, like mainly foliage and stuff. So all we have left then is this back corner of the park, which I start working on in a few minutes here. Etzeren had the plan of doing a water park in that corner, solely for water slide stuff, which I thought was a fantastic idea because you should have a water slide or at least some sort of water ride at least in a tropical park. Makes sense, right? And we agreed we should have a big, waterworks area, maybe a couple speed slides, dueling, or maybe even triple slides, maybe some tiny slides for the kids, stuff like that. And Etzeren said there is a way to make like invisible track or something, which I never done before, so bear with me, because most water slides in real life start from the top, right? You walk up a staircase. Usually it's a spiral staircase, at least in my experience. That's how it is. But we had the idea of, starting the water slide from the top, then working its way on the bottom, either like a steep drop or some turns and stuff as well. Then have the exit on the bottom, like most water slides in real life, right? But the tricky part is that this is OpenRCT. It's hard to make it look good. There are several ways to do this. Thanks to SimFox's tile inspector tutorial from not long ago, I learned that I can hide the track, but it's still there. It's just invisible, so it goes from top to bottom, and then maybe I could hide the track for it to go on its way up. I actually didn't do that method. I wouldn't recommend it either. Too much work, and you can still see the slide floating in midair. Another way you could do it, which I showed in my tutorial series episode 2, I believe, coaster cheats. You can build a coaster, then change it to something like mini golf. I think mini golf is one of the only ones you can use to make it work. Then you continue building the coaster, and then the track disappears, and then the cars jump from one track to the next. It's really hard to explain. You could visually see it in my coaster cheats tutorial I made a couple months ago. If you haven't seen that video, you probably have no idea what I just said with the mini golf and stuff. So that's another option. There might be other options out there. There are still things in OpenRCT I gotta learn. Didn't really know about this tile inspector until SimFox's tutorial. I knew about it for a while, just didn't know what it was, basically. Didn't know how to use it. But I eventually made it work, and looks somewhat good. I might do a tutorial on how to do this in the future. I would recommend watching SimFox's tile inspector tutorial as well. I might do one as well, but with water slides like I did in this episode, instead of the railroad and go-karts that SimFox did. But what I did for these dueling slides, I built towards the end. I went top to bottom, then used a vertical drop coaster to chain lift back. And again, it's hard to explain. You'll see it towards the end of the video. It's like middle end of the video. And it's sort of unfinished as well. I'll do foliage and stuff towards the end. Who knows? Maybe Etzeren will do that in the next episode. But that about wraps it up. So yeah, that was a lot of commentary. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the ride name suggestions. I think all of our rides are pretty much named. I don't think we need names for the water slides, because it's probably not worth like showcasing towards the end. So, but so far, I think there's only 3 main coasters in this park: the mine train, the vertical drop, and then the launch coaster that Etzeren built, and that has a name as well. So awesome. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Also subscribe to Etzeren if you aren't already. Also join us on Discord. I probably should say that from now on. Have a good day. As always, be awesome. I don't know. Enjoy the rest of the video.
it's just like, man, you got to have that time where you just like disconnect from the scene, just the race. Like, and it's a race that I've created in my head, you know? But you have to step away from it